Hello, it's the Atoms here on PHP tutorials. Today we'll be looking at the die and exit functions. Now, the die exit functions are used when you don't want to echo a particular part of a PHP script in your program out to the browser. Okay, so now let's see how it works. I'm just gonna delete this, do my save as, and do die. Let's say die exits.php. Now change this to die and exit. Then exit, we'll do a control S there. Now let's go back to our hello world strings that we started with. So now we're going to echo, let's echo hello with a space, put a semicolon there, and let's echo word. Now let's see what that will give to us. Already it's obvious, we know what that will give to us. Let's put this on to die exit. Now you see our hello world comes out there. Okay, so now let's change this and let's put a die statement in between our hello and word. Now let's say die. Okay, now what this time means is once it echoes hello, it's going to kill the script before word comes in. That means in your browser you will not see the string word. Okay, and you can use die, you can use exit, both of them does the same thing. Okay, so now let's refresh our browser and see what that gives us. Now you see that the script was killed before word came in. Okay, so now let's change this to exit and see what that gives us. Exit, let's refresh that, and you see it gives us the same thing. Okay, now let's try to use this in a real world example and see what or how it helps us take care of our PHP script and how it helps us treat errors and lessen error stress for us. Okay, so now we're going to look at something we've not treated before. Okay, we're going to look at how to connect to a database. Now we want to tell our server that if it can connect to a database, it should do something, but if it cannot connect to the database, then it should die an error that will provide for it. Okay, so now we'll use a function, a MySQL function built into PHP, and do that. Now the function is MySQLite connect. So I have mine there. I'll just click on it. So MySQLite connect. Now it takes 3 functions or 4. Okay, so at times if you're connecting it to your database, you can give it 4 functions. If you are connecting to the server, you can give it 3 functions. Okay, so now let's take a look at how that works. So we supply the 3 arguments. Already we've treated functions. You know how arguments work in functions. Now we want to say we supply our server first, which is localhosts. Okay, secondly we supply the name of the username of our database, and then the password, of which mine have no password. Now we want to tell it is to connect to database, or which is this. When we treated logical statements, we looked at or and we already know how that works. So we want it to die, something. Now what it's going to die for us is to die cannot connect to database. Okay, now but if it connects to database, then it should go ahead and echo connected. Okay, you should go ahead and echo connected. Now let's try that and see what it will give to us. Now when we refresh that, you see connected. That means our details are correct, but let me make a mistake on purpose. Now let me say the username is not root. Let's say it's root like this, and let's try to refresh our browser now and see. Okay, there we go. Now you see this big error here. It says MySQLite connect access denied for user root, and wrong password. Okay, and you see our own error and the default error brought in by PHP. Now the question is, what if you don't want it to echo this big block of error code here? Okay, what are you gonna do? Okay, now what we're gonna do is very simple, and is just to add an @ sign behind. We'll add an @ symbol behind the function, and then the whole thing, the rest remains the same. And now when we save that and refresh, you discover that the default error is gone and our own dive function is what is being displayed on the browser. Okay, I don't know if you get that, but that is it. You can use die, you can use exit, anyone, it works the same. Let's change that to exit, and let's refresh. The same thing. Okay, so look at it very well. It's very important while writing our PHP script. It restricts errors, unnecessary errors, from being displayed on the browser. So instead of displaying an error, it displays a nicely written statement or sentence written by the programmer. Okay, so take a look at that. I'll see you in the next video.